I've took you for granted, used to be romantic. I'm a changed man. You don't want no average, used to be a savage. I'm the same OG, different attitude. When we making love, make it feel brand new. I'm the same OG, different attitude. When we making love, make it feel brand new. Make it feel brand new. Make it feel brand new. Time and time again, I've took you for granted, used to be romantic. I'm a changed man. You don't want no average, used to be a savage. I'm the same OG, different attitude. When we making love, make it feel brand new. I'm the same OG, different attitude. When we making love, make it feel brand new. Make it feel brand new. Make it feel brand new.
Missed calls from my ex, a dozen different things you wanna ask me. Shut it all down, don't wanna feel two different hands on my body. Buying out a drink just for me. I'll keep the rhythm steady, rock with me. Let that sink in, I wanna rewrite my own destiny. We've got the same mind, you got me so high. We've got the same mind, I love you all night. We got the same mind, got the same mind. We got the same mind, got the same mind. It feels we got the same mind, got the same mind. We got the same mind, got the same, got the same. Same mind. We got the same mind, got the same mind. It feels we got the same mind, got the same mind. It feels we got the same mind, the same mind. We got the same mind, got the same mind. It feels we got the same mind, we got the same mind, the same mind, the same mind, the same mind, the same mind. We got the same mind, got the same mind. Almost drunk enough to forget the thousand different things they used to say to me. Shut it all down, get reckless. If you're ready, baby, try me. Get the body moving just for me. Hit the lights, get down, get on to me. Let that sink in, I wanna rewrite my own history. Rewrite my own history. We've got the same mind, you got me so high. We've got the same mind, I love you all night. We got the same mind, got the same mind.
Hey, what's up? Good evening, everyone. Hope you're having a good evening tonight. Alright, let's take a look at the total crypto market cap to get the night started. Okay, so we got a wick touch to the 382 fib level. This is where I was saying last night where we may have a pretty strong support level. No bullish divergence showing here on the MACD yet, or the RSI. So total market cap still looking like there's potentially another dip going to happen. Let's see if we can get a better look here. On the smaller time frames, we could see a little bit of bullish divergence starting to show right here. So you can see that the candles are actually coming down this direction, but the RSI is going up that way, so that would be a bullish divergence right there. And the fact that we're actually bouncing off of the fib level right here is showing some strength. Yeah, total market cap's looking indecisive. Okay, let's take a look at Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin's also showing some bullish divergence as well. So you can see how the candles are going from higher to lower here, but the RSI is looking pretty flat, looking like it might almost be a little bit higher right here. So that would be a divergence as well. So on the smaller time frames for total market cap in Bitcoin, we're looking like there's a potential bounce incoming. The 4 hour as well is looking really powerful right now. Yeah, look at that bullish divergence showing right here. Yeah, MACD starting to show some positive momentum starting to build as well. For the daily, the MACD's actually flattening out right here, so that's a pretty good sign as well. So as many of you know, Bitcoin is what leads the crypto market, so this is what's going to affect what happens in crypto over the short term for the next while. If Bitcoin is going to start to come around and start to rally again soon, I think we're probably going to likely get the bounce soon here. I can't really see Bitcoin going much lower without getting a lot of blood, as if we go a little bit lower, we're going to be forming a lower low on the weekly chart. Yeah, as you can see right here. Oh, on this chart, it actually looks like we already did form a bit of a lower low from here, but still not lower than this fib level here at the 0.5. $39,500. This would probably be around, or 39,400. This would be about the lowest I can see Bitcoin possibly getting and still being bullish for this cycle. Alright, let's take a look at XRP and see how that's doing tonight. still above that wick there. Another wick here and higher low. On the smaller time frames, it's looking like we got a bit of bullish divergence showing. If you're just going by the thicker part of the candles here instead of the wicks. Even the wicks aside from this one random wick there. And we got a little bit of positive momentum on the MACD starting to come in, but not really too much to talk about there yet. XRP, I'm just watching for this to get back into the parabola curve. If XRP ends up getting back and follows this. Back in 2017, a lot of you guys know what happened with XRP. Let's just switch to the monthly here. Yeah, XRP just went near vertical, consolidated into a nice bull flag, then near vertical again. The monthly chart is starting to show that it's trying to break out of that parabola curve. And the weekly. So that's pretty well just going to be one to keep an eye on and see what happens here. Likely going to be whatever happens with Bitcoin. It's going to end up playing out on XRP as well. If Bitcoin pumps, we'll get a nice pump on it. Well, a monster pump likely. And if Bitcoin ends up dumping, well, could invalidate the structure here. So that might not end up playing out. And is there any assets that you guys want me to take a look at tonight for you? Yeah, let's take a look at Doge here. Yeah, Doge still looks ridiculously floored. Under the fib level at this point. This asset is definitely at an amazing zone to accumulate, and we also have some strong 4-hour bullish divergence beginning to show here as well. If I had to pick one crypto out of everything I'm probably going to talk to everyone about tonight, it would be Doge. This is probably my one pick on what's at a great zone to accumulate at the moment. Floored underneath the fibs at this point and showing bullish divergence. If the market does turn around and we get a pump, this is at such a beautiful risk reward level at the moment. This is actually the coin that I'm accumulating myself for the next while that I'm expecting to do really well during altcoin season. Alright, Dow Jones. So this would be the US stock market, the Dirty 30. So we could still see some bearish divergence showing here. Also on the 4-hour chart here as well. Yeah, 1-hour bearish divergence. Yeah, the US stock market's not really looking the best right now. We'll take a look at the NASDAQ as well and see. And highs for Doge this cycle. I'll take a look at that in one moment. I'll go back to Doge norm. Just going to take a look at the NASDAQ for a quick moment first. So this is pretty well the same deal, not really looking the best. I can see this coming back and retouching the support line as well. So stocks for next week, I'm not really sure how that's going to be looking. Could be in for some blood there. Okay, highs for Doge this cycle. So personally, what I'm going to be doing for Doge, my first target is going to be all-time highs up at around 74 cents here. So I'll sell about a quarter of my bag there. My next target, I'll probably sell another quarter at $1.25, $1, something between that range. I'll leave another quarter for $1.50, and I'll sell the last quarter of my Doge at $2.50. It is possible that we see Doge going higher than that this cycle, but it's already had such a crazy run that I'd be happy with the profit that I'd make on it from accumulating at these levels if we hit $2.50. Even the earlier targets would be great profit. So I'd say probably $2.50 for my final target, 74 cents target 1, and target 2 and 3, anything between like $1, $1.50, even $2 if you want. And let's take a look at Cardano. I like the way that on the daily we see wick, higher wick, higher wick, higher wick. That's showing some earlier strength on Cardano for sure. Now, it's attempting to break below this support level here, but if the macro turns around the way that it's looking, we could even, this could be another wick like we've seen here, where it just got a slight lower wick below the Fibonacci support level, and we could be getting a bounce here if the macro turns around. Yeah, plus we also have some nice bullish divergence showing here. So you can see right there, there's some 4-hour bullish divergence showing on the RSI and the candlesticks. And MACD bullish divergence as well, actually. Cardano's looking like a very nice potential margin entry, and it's also looking at a great accumulation zone at the moment. Okay, gold's looking really interesting. So on the weekly chart, you can see that gold is just trying to crack this 236 fib level and break above it. We broke out of the wedge, came down, retested the wedge again, tried to break above, came down, trying to break above. Gold, I could see a nice potential rally on. $3,000 to $5,000 would probably be my further targets on gold for what I would expect to see if we break new all-time highs here. My first target on gold would probably be previous all-time highs at 2,000. I'd set another target around 3,000. Well, 2,500 second target, 3,000 for third target, and 5,000 for fourth target on gold, which that would probably take a pretty extreme scenario, but at the very least I could see $3,000 gold if we do end up getting a nice breakout here personally. especially the way that we've seen hyperinflationary environments starting to build around the world, and we're starting to see economic deterioration. People are looking for reserve assets to put their money into, which Bitcoin is obviously, in my opinion, a better store of value, but gold is the more traditional store of value. Anything else that you guys want me to take a look at tonight? Shiba. Yeah, Shiba's down around the area like I was saying the other night where I would start to accumulate below the 618. Was showing signs of a potential bounce the other night, but I'm thinking that's invalidated now. Yeah, it formed a lower low there. We do have some 4-hour bullish divergence showing, so that would be a case for the bulls on SHIB. Yeah, SHIB's looking like there's a little bit of potential there. 4-hour bullish 4-hour MACD bullish divergence as well showing. Yeah, so just in general to start accumulating under the 618 would be a good level, but with the 4-hour bullish divergence showing, that's also another sign that we're at a potential nice area to buy some SHIB right now. Okay, higher low on silver, higher low, higher low. Let's see if there's any divergence showing at the smaller time frames. Yeah, we do have a little bit of bullish divergence showing here on the 1 hour. See how the candles are kind of going more flat here whenever you're looking at the thicker part. The RSI is going up. So shorter time frame silver's looking like there would be a little bit of potential rally incoming there. Plus there's also the higher low, higher low, higher low. And higher highs as well. Yeah, if we get one more higher high on silver, that's potentially in for a pretty nice rallies, just going along with gold there. Solo. Let's see. Oh. Don't really have as nice of a chart to look at for Sologenic since it's not on TradingView that I could see, but let's see what I can see on it. Sologenic could probably be looking nicer. It's looking like it's pretty consistent, lower highs and lower lows at the moment. I don't really have indicators like the RSI and MACD or anything to take a look at to look for divergence on it, but just based off of the price action on it, it's lower highs and lower lows at the moment, so Sologenic I'd like to see some sign of reversal on it. Alright, let's take a look at one of my favorites, AION, see how that's doing tonight. Yeah, it's still in that decline. Getting pretty close to oversold on the RSI though, on the daily. On the 4 hour we are oversold and actually showing signs of bullish divergence. So this one right here, this would probably be my favorite high risk altcoin that I'm in at the moment. The risk reward potential on this one is astronomical if it ends up running. Great potential, this thing just goes, the money I throw into it goes to zero. But at the same time, the risk reward on this, whenever you look at the previous all-time high, is insane. Down around 13.7 cents. Previous all-time high was up around $12.40. Not saying it's going to hit that this cycle. That would definitely just be one of my final targets. But at the same time, in the event if it ever did get up to something crazy like that, the profit potential would be insane. So for some more realistic earlier targets that I would have set on AION if this runs, I would do my first target up around here at the top of the fib extension, which I believe is around 70 cents. Yeah, 69 cents roughly. Yeah, actually a little bit higher, 71 cents. Yeah, so that would be target number 1. I'd sell about a quarter of my bag right here. Target number 2, I'd sell another quarter of my bag at around $4 here. Target number 3, previous all-time highs, up around $12.25. I'd sell another quarter, and then I'd hold another quarter of the bag for triple the previous all-time high, which would be about $36. So that would be how I would try to play a higher risk, high reward bag like this, because these coins definitely are high risk. So if you're going to end up holding something like this, try to make the reward worth it, in my opinion. Is there anything else that you guys want me to take a look at tonight before I call it a night? Okay, Ethereum's looking like it's making an attempt at breaking here, but what's the fib level? 382. The RSI is very oversold on the daily though at the moment. And we also have some 4-hour bullish divergence showing. Ethereum's looking pretty floored too. This is going to end up same thing with a lot of what I talked about. It'll depend on what happens with Bitcoin. But if Bitcoin does end up getting a bounce, Ethereum's probably in for a very strong, nice rally as well, just based off the divergence showing and the fib level that we're attempting to bounce off of here. And let's take a look at VVS Finance for any of you DeFi holders. Oof. Yeah, that's just floored looking as well. Personally, this is another one that I'm accumulating at these bottomed out levels as well. Could end up getting more of a dip from here, but to me this is just high value at this point. And not really much more information to look at on this chart as well, since there's no RSI or anything to compare it to, but just based off of how floored that this chart looks, I'm going to be accumulating some more VVS since this is one of the tokens I'm very bullish on. Yeah, if there's nothing else that you guys want me to take a look at tonight, I think I'm about to call it a night. Alright, have a great evening everyone. Thanks for coming to the stream.
You tell me it's true.